leadership hangs on influence. Today I was thinking a little bit about how to influence and work with team members, customers, and individuals that are part of your environment. So if you're building something that you're looking to create with a group of people, how is it that you gain traction? There are two ways, right? You could be an influencer. That is somebody who influences hundreds of thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people. Or you could be a micro influencer. That is somebody who influences a smaller crowd. And how do you influence a smaller crowd is the holy grail of media, social media today, right? It's how to gain traction with a larger group or even a smaller group. Because if you're a micro influencer, by definition, it's under 20,000 people, roughly. So how do you get to work with a group of people, and how do you get to influence and attract new customers and new people into your environment? Yesterday I was talking about side hustles, right? Sometimes people go into a side hustle for many reasons, right? And we take the first step in developing anything is the dream. And some people want to have a short-term thing, right? Where they want to make money right away so they can pay some bills. Some people want to build something for a lifetime with a side hustle they found. And how is it that we do that? I mean, the traditional way of doing that is to go out and buy a major list of people that are interested, or buy a major email list and then go out and get a service that allows you to blast an email to a bunch of potential customers. But in the micro influencing side of it, it's hard to duplicate something like that if you're building a team. How do you duplicate that without creating a huge investment? Because one of the major things about the side hustles is that it's low startup cost, right? And the solution that you might be looking for may not be something that requires a huge ramp up for a bunch of people. And so as a micro influencer, your ability to reach a smaller group of people that you already know is far greater than if you go a different route. So how do you become a micro influencer is by building relationships. And how do you build relationships? It used to be that in order to build relationships, you had to get out there, maybe get on a bus, on a train, go to a busy place and start meeting people, right? In the old days. Today, reaching somebody is within your fingertips. But there are so many out there competing against you for the same customer or the same team member that it becomes it becomes loud and noisy, and you're actually competing against others who may have more funding that you do, right, to do ads, and that's the holy grail of this, right? How do you build something that is gonna help you without breaking the bank and without breaking the bank of your team members? Well, relationships. It comes down to relationships. And how do you quickly build relationships that, with people that you've never known before? How do you do that? Right? How do you do that? It's a slow process, right, that a lot of people don't want to go through. But if you focus on it, you can actually build relationships with people on social media without ever meeting. And one of my major goals has always been to meet people on social media. Many of my friends and team members are people that are on social media today, and we have met through social media. We have decided to partner on social media, and we've decided to reach out to customers on social media. Why? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a trust relationship, and our focus is relationship first. And sometimes it takes a while to create momentum in that, but when you have 10 people working on that on a team, it gets better. And when you have 20, it gets better. When you have 50 people, it gets better. And so the goal is to continue to build relationships so that you can build a larger business. And how do you build a larger business out of relationships? Well, you reach out to customers and potential customers, and you get to know them. I mean, really, honestly, the only way to get a customer for life or a team member for life is to get to know them. You know, there's a saying, right? There was a saying that said, hey, people will join with you for one of three reasons, and I'm going to give you only one: if they know you. Nobody wants to go into something with somebody they don't know. So how do you get to know somebody? You build a relationship. And the sooner you do it with a lot of people, the better it is, because what you're doing is you're creating a funnel. And that funnel is, you must have it filled. Remember, you could put a funnel on top of a bottle and start filling it up with water. And if that funnel is not filled, the bottle is not going to get filled. So what is that? What do I mean by that? What I mean is keep working every day. I don't know, pick a number, 5, 10, 20 people. Decide that you're going to reach out to 10, 20 people every day and start meeting new people with the purpose and intention of getting to know them, not with the purpose and intention of selling them a product. You see, if you're selling a product and you're peddling a product, what's going to happen with people that you don't know is that they're really not going to buy it. At first, they're going to think, ooh, who's this guy or this lady, or who is this person? And if you don't build that relationship, this is where the micro influencers thrive. If you don't build that relationship, what happens is you're going to have to reach out to a larger number of people to try to make a sale of your product, right? So how do you sell a product to somebody that you don't know? Well, you don't. Maybe they stumble on one of your posts in which you're promoting a product, and they decide, you know what, this person has a lot of followers. I'm going to buy a product from them, but I'm going to take a chance. And that's a lower percentage, right? But somebody who is a friend whom you know, maybe you're not friends, maybe they just know you from the community, is going to go to your page and purchase a product if they know you, right? If they know you. So how do you get to know people? Well, engaging on social media, working to make sure that you're within the radar. And if you're within the radar, your intention should be to build a friendship. And if you build a friendship, what will happen is you will have customers for life, and you will have team members for life. This is my message for today. Have a great day, everybody.